launching a bit of a weird one. Thyone X3 will be launching today. What a name. I am your commentator for today, Brandon. I am the COO and lead of Europa operations here at Jovian Space Systems. So glad to be here. Now, obviously, you guys may have a lot of questions. I'm here to answer them. This is called Thyone X3. This has been in the work for a while. For a very long time. Today is its debut flight. We have 3. It is the same thing as Thyone, but with extended tanks and 3 liquid-fueled boosters on the side. Fairing is also a lot bigger. This is all for today's flight to also accommodate today's payload, OSTARS 1. Now, probably have never heard of OSTARS. Frankly, I did not either before I read it today. OSTARS is actually really cool. It can refuel satellites in space. Yeah. So, if a satellite is reaching the end of its life because it doesn't have a lot of fuel, or it's completely run out of fuel, OSTARS will make an approach to it. It will basically grab it, then it will dock to it, extend a little pipe with fuel in it, and will refuel the entire vehicle, the entire satellite, on its
own flight computers test.
Now, then it will undock and go to the next satellite. Now, this is an accommodation for Thyone, mainly because it cannot carry a lot of payloads. This makes it so it can carry roughly about the same payload capacity as Europa. Sorry, these boosters, this version of Thyone can basically carry at least 75 tons with this. 25. Around there. Now, so that's pretty big. It's also very efficient. There are a total of 5 engines on Thyone X3. Stage 1. Stage 2 is the same minus the extended tanks and the extended fairing. Now, eventually, this will be in comparison with Europa Heavy. Europa Heavy will be able to carry roughly the same, if not a little bit more than Thyone X3. So with
fuel
Thyone
flow
X3,
rate is nominal.
We have a minimum of 2 liquid fuel boosters and a maximum of 6. Minus the single. Yeah. Now, Europa Heavy will be able to carry roughly about the same payload capacity as about the 6. That's about 6. So Europa X6, so it can carry, Europa Heavy can carry quite a lot.
Flight computer test successful.
Let me reiterate that. Thyone, eventually, Europa Heavy will have more power and will be able to take more capacity than X6 of these liquid fuel boosters. But we do not know the specifics yet. most of you, I believe, saw earlier today Europa 9, Mark 1's final flight. We are moving on to Mark 2. That is not important today.
Dionysus' engine chill down has begun.
Neither is Europa Heavy. What is Thyone. Thyone will be heading towards...
Liquid fuel boosters are 90% fuel.
This will be going to a 325 kilometer by 315 by 315 kilometer orbit. It will serve most of Leo. So it is. So the boosters are, our teams like to call it asparagus fueled. While they're burning, they will actually feed the first stage with more propellant. So it's really good. Europa Heavy will not be able to do that. You can also see that the strongback has been majorly extended. I believe the current configurations can show up to a fairing that is a little bit bigger than the strongback. However, that is like minimum of minimum.
Pad is currently clear.
You can see a lot more water deluge than usual. This is to accommodate the 5 mighty Dionysiuses that will carry OSTARS into orbit today. Just under about 9 minutes away
Mahia tracking station has a 2-way link with Thyone. Packet loss is 0.
Packet loss is 0, meaning that there is no connection that is being lost in between signals from Mahia control to Thyone and the opposite. If anyone has any questions, feel free to put them in chat. And one thing I'd also like to say, look, I know that you guys may not like to hear it, but we gotta do it. If you feel like talking on stream, and if you can read a script, apply for our team. Look, it will benefit you. We are a great community here.
ADO's alignment is underway.
So, feel free to join their public server, and if you have any questions, put them in general, and we would try to get to you pretty quickly. It's about T-minus 8 minutes here. All systems looking good for the first launch of Thyone X3, which
Liquid boosters are fully fueled.
Liquid boosters are fully fueled. Good sign there. Now you can see the strongback goes way above the fairing. That is if there's any extremely long payloads that need to be flown. That can't be flown on any other vehicle. you could fly them on Thyone. Thyone will easily be able to compete with Ganymede eventually in height. Both are, with this configuration
So
of
ECS
Thyone,
engine shield down is underway.
both are pretty big with
So an ECS final engine shield down is underway.
with Europa 9/Europa Heavy coming in at a close third. Anyone has any questions, feel free to put them into chat, and we will do our best to answer them to the best of our abilities. Nets are pretty quiet today. Just a couple hours, about actually 5 or 6 after the final flight of Europa 9 Mark 1.
Engine bay is purging.
All teams are still a little bit feeling a little bittersweet. But what isn't bittersweet is Thyone X3. It is. It may look weird, but it is powerful. Extremely powerful.
Stage 1 and 2 fueling closeouts.
Stage 1 and 2 fueling closeouts.
Leaders alignment confirmed. Final flight computer checks. Checks complete.
Alright. Question here in chat. Is Thyone heavy? This is Thyone X3. It is able to carry about 25 tons into orbit, but that is not as much as Europa Heavy will be able to take into orbit. What engines are on the first stage? There are 5 Dionysius engines.
Thyone is on tonal power.
On that first stage.
Stage 1 and 2 are pressurizing.
However, both vehicles, even though Europa Heavy is still
Liquid fuel boosters are pressurizing.
Can take more payloads.
Ground gas closeouts are underway.
Ganymede is a lot, can carry a lot more than both of them could even do combined. So it is, Ganymede will be pretty powerful. Same with Europa 9 and Europa Heavy, plus Thyone.
Final weather check. Winds are gone.
So, from, I'm not going to attempt to pronounce your name. I do not want to get it wrong. Are they actually launching from where? This is not a
the
real launch.
The 3-word hold and scrub protocol is now in effect.
This is not a real launch. This is a Kerbal Space Program launch. So not real life. Just about T-minus 2 minutes here.
Spawned final engine chill down has started.
All engines look like they are
FT has been armed for flight.
good at this time. Though I am not in mission control, so I have no clue if they are or if they are not.
The current time is 3:27 p.m. NZDT. Final go, no go. Oh. Range. Go. Propulsion. Go. Propellant. No go. Hold, hold, hold.
Oh, whoa, 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 whoa! We've had a no-go in the go-no-go poll. This is very rare.
Propellant to LD. Go ahead, propellant. We are getting a off nominal fuel reading and booster number 2. We are going to re-engage the top up valve, estimated 1 minute.
Alright, so it does not sound that bad. I mean, this is expected with a new variant of a vehicle. Same with, hopefully, with Europa 9 Mark II. We may have some issues, but they will be fixed as well with Thyone. So nothing to sweat here. We do have a pretty hefty launch window today. We've already used about 3.5 hours of it at this point. And we still have at least another 3 to go.
Propellant to LD. Go ahead, propellant. We have resolved the issue. The booster is fully topped up. We are ready to resume count. Copy. Resume count on my mark. 3, 2, 1, mark.
There you go. The issue has been resolved, and the count has been unheld. So now just 90 seconds away from Thyone X3 launching.
Strong back is retracting to 85-degree pre-launch position.
Thyone X3, like I said before, it's not as powerful as Europa Heavy, nor as powerful as Ganymede.
Ground gas closeouts are complete.
But we are about to feel Thyone
Final
lift off.
engine checks are complete.
From Makia Peninsula. I will be quiet here as we are under 1 minute. Godspeed, Thyone.
Thyone is in startup. LD is go for launch.
We are go for launch. Go Thyone.
Flight data is now logging. T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, water deluge 5, 4, 3, ignition, 2, 1, liftoff. Go fire, go Jovian Space Systems.
Liftoff of Thyone X3 with OSTARS 1. Let's listen into the rumble.
Thyone says engine performance is nominal. Thyone is pitching downrange. Fuel usage nominal, pressure nominal. All fire systems are nominal.
And now, just about 90 seconds after liftoff of Thyone X3, we are still feeling the rumble here in Mahia. Thyone X3 just punching a hole through the upper atmosphere. All systems remaining nominal. Should be seeing that booster engine cut off and that booster SEP shortly.
Thyone is supersonic.
We could be having a slight underperformance of some of these engines.
All Thyone systems are nominal. Thyone is passing through max Q.
It's about T plus 3 minutes here. All systems going well. We did not hear max Q. Sorry, we did.
Booster engine cutoff confirmed.
There's Biko.
Booster state separation.
And booster SEP. Those boosters now just gonna fall back to the Earth and just crash into the ocean. Not gonna be reused, however. Thyone right now does not have the capability to be reused, unlike some other vehicles. However, we could explore that possibility in the future. Now, just on that first stage here, this is now just a regular Thyone launch without these boosters. T plus 4 minutes, roughly about 4 minutes 25 in flight. We may actually get a view of... Nope, never mind. Those booster views have cut out. We'll wait to see if we can get anything regarding those boosters. However, that first stage going on roughly 5
Fairing
minutes.
separation confirmed.
There's fairing separation. As ginormous fairing halves have deployed. Thyone now producing as much thrust as Europa 9 would during flight. With its boosters, it has about the same thrust as Europa Heavy would, but not the same payload capacity. Europa Heavy would win that. First stage still continuing to burn. Great tracking shots from our ground photographers. Just an incredible view as we are heading down range of Thyone. we may actually be able to. We could bring this into a direct orbit insertion, though I'm not sure.
Miko,
There's main
stage
engine cutoff.
separation
There's
confirmed.
There's stage step, waiting stage 2 ignition.
Stage 2 ignition confirmed.
And there you go. There's stage 2 ignition.
Responders performing nominally.
Stage 1 has done its job. Thyone now producing the same amount of thrust as Europa 9 and heavy second stages would. Just about to pass the Kármán line pretty shortly. The Kármán line is the internationally recognized boundary of space. So it's a neat little milestone for each mission. We don't really talk about it that much as it's not that important, but I just thought I'd note it today as, why not? Still getting those gorgeous tracking shots from stage 2 as it goes downrange with OSTARS 1. Pretty cool view. It looks like we need to turn down some of those exposures on those cameras. Sorry about that. Very bright right now. So sorry to everyone. Teams here.
Spawn is throttling down.
Teams
Spawn
here
cut off.
are. And there you go, spawn shut off. You can't really see anything there. The cameras are kind of... Okay. Sorry about that, everyone. We will get that fixed. You really didn't miss anything other than the second stage engine shutdown, which just occurred. So, yeah. Yeah, so just got a little update from Mission Control. We may have to end our webcast a little. We may have to stay in LOS for a little bit. Our cameras are a little fried at the moment. We have no clue why. We'll hopefully get that fixed shortly. As a reminder, Thyone launched in its X3 configuration. Basically as powerful as Europa Heavy will be. It cannot carry the same amount of payload. Europa Heavy can carry a little bit more. Unknown specifics right now. We saw a successful launch, successful booster jettison. Then just we kept on burning at first stage until we shut it down. Then started that second stage. Then our cameras got fried. So sorry about that. Currently in works to maybe fix that shortly. If not, you are just gonna have to, or unfortunately, would have to just keep the stream on LOS. So not great. but it could be worse. All systems still indicating that they're good. Reminder, cameras, as good as they are not what we are looking for. It is great to see them for mission control and for viewers, but it is not needed. Mission control has all the data. They can confirm whether it is good or bad. Alright, it appears that we have fixed the... This is just a trajectory view, so you will not be staring at any... That just a LOS. Those other orbits are the other satellites we have launched.
Stage 2 is following a normal trajectory.
This is actually that is the planned orbit, which is 325 kilometers by 325 kilometers. But I think we are going to enter a coast phase here. So sit back and relax and enjoy the music.
ACS-2 continues to follow a nominal trajectory.
Welcome back. After quite a long coast phase here, coasting up to 350 kilometers, they're now getting ready for that SES-2, where we reignite that spawned engine on the second stage to circularize the orbit. It has really been a great launch up to this point.
LD is go for SES-2.
LD sounds very excited right now. I mean, I would be too for a debut flight. We'll hopefully see that with Europa 9 Mark II's first flight coming up soon. Yeah. We did get those cameras. They came back.
LD is go for SES-2 in T-minus 1 minute and 30 seconds.
Yeah, so the exposure on the cameras was really messed up. Took a little bit to fix it, but thankfully it has been fixed. Hopefully that will never happen again on any vehicle. We'll be having that SCS-2 shortly. Now, as I said earlier, Europa Heavy can carry about the same amount of payload that Thyone can. Now, this is not confirmed yet, but we believe it can. Current estimations show this. It's also a little bit more powerful. Europa 9.
SES-2.
And there's SES-2.
Spawn is throttling down. Cut off.
And cut off.
Nominal orbit insertion.
And nominal orbital insertion of OSTARS 1. We'll now be waiting for that payload deploy here. Well, there are the solar panels.
Confirmed. Command has been sent for payload deployment.
And there you go. There is payload deployment. OSTARS 1 deployed into a successful orbit. That was a lot better than last time. No explosions seen. So OSTARS 1 will go on to refuel vehicles. Now, we also do want to say
Vehicle
that
is reorientating for deorbit burn.
OSTARS could actually be flying on Europa. That is not confirmed yet, but it could be flying on Europa.
Deorbit burn.
There's that deorbit burn. Great camera view. Just burning all of that excess, burning all of that fuel remaining. And deorbit burn shutdown. Nominal deorbit burn. Successful mission of Thyone
Nominal
X
deorbit
through.
burn confirmed.
One last time. Godspeed, Thyone. Godspeed, every vehicle of Jovian Space Systems. We're gonna leave you for maybe about 30 seconds to just enjoy these beautiful views of our globe. You just saw a little engine firing there. Well, I think it's time to wrap up. I've been your commentator for today, Brandon. I am the COO and lead of Europa operations, Jovian Space Systems. So happy you could join us today. Thank you. Have a good rest of your night, everyone.